Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to Mimo Fitness Journey. We're gonna go straight to it. This video I'm gonna show the exercises that I'm doing in the gym for my push workout. So as I said in the last video, I do push-pull legs. So this will be the first day, which is the push, and then I do another push-pull legs in the second half of the week, but with different exercises. That's why these videos will be push-pull legs and then the A exercise, and then I have another push-pull legs videos, but the B exercise, which is the second half of the week. So as you can see, I already started with machine chest press. So basically it's flat in a machine, and I like this a lot for two reasons. Number one, machine is very good because you can go to failure without like really risking to injury or risking that the weight will fall on you and stuff like that. Second, it forces you a little bit to do the right form as much as possible. Definitely there are some other stuff that you need to focus on, but at least if you are doing with free weight, sometimes it really, you can do the wrong form, at least at the start. That's why during the week, I like to change between machine, between dumbbell, and between bar. For all my exercises, I usually do 3 sets. So this is the third set for the machine chest press. Just for you to know, please forgive the angles. That's the first time ever I recorded at the gym. I didn't have a tripod, so maybe some angles will be weird, but next few weeks I hope I will get the tripod and the angles will be better. The whole point of this exercise is definitely to work on the chest, especially the flat is very important because as a beginner, that is the majority of the chest muscle is the flat. But also you need to focus on the incline and the fly. That's why the next exercise, which is I'm doing right now, is the incline chest press. For the flat, I usually do with the 100 kg now. First set I can do 12 reps, but the rest I do only 8 or 5. Incline, I go down with the weight to only 70 kg, and I usually do like from 12 to 10, depend on the set. So for incline, it's a little bit less in the weight, and usually incline chest press work with the upper part of the chest muscle. Yeah, the gym had some work is happening, that's why it's a little bit noisy. But going back to the exercise, again, the incline chest press with 70 kgs. This one, sometimes I do it only one hand and then the other hand, because I'm afraid that sometimes I push with one hand stronger than the rest, so it can create an imbalance of the muscle mass. Like for example, if you see right now, that is the last rep, so it's kind of difficult. Usually my dominant hand will be a little bit, like pushing harder than the other one. Then we finished with the incline chest press. Now we go to the shoulder part. So now I did 2 exercises per muscle group. So chest is done. Now I go to shoulder. I start with the dumbbell shoulder press. In the second half of the week, when I do again another push, but the push, I call it the push B, I actually do this but in a machine. But for this, I do it with a dumbbell. Same thing, try to do 3 sets for 12 reps. Yeah, as you can see, I was fighting for my life for the last one. I think I could have pushed for another more rep, but usually with dumbbells, I'm a bit scared to, fall or get injuries. That's why I sometimes stop with 1 or 2 reps in reserve, as they call it. Now to the second set, and you can see my amazing muscle of my stomach appearing from the shirt, because I'm still not with the right body fat percentage that I want, but we are getting there. And the last set, usually the push of the dumbbell just to start the first rep, especially in the last set, is very hard. Like it's already it feels like a lot of effort just to push the dumbbells up and to start actually the exercise. Yep, nope, failure. That's actual failure. Oh, failure in the gym, something good, not something bad. So failure means that I can't actually push to do even one more rep. And usually I try to reach failure in the last set of each exercise. So the first one or two set, I like to work hard, push hard, but not reach failure. But in the last set, I like to go to extreme failure to push myself. And now we go to one exercise for the triceps, which is the easy bar skull crusher. So that's a new exercise for me. I just tried it like I think 2 weeks ago. So this is like maybe the third or fourth time I do it. It's really interesting, this movement. It works a lot on the tricep, but because you work against the gravity, like to push the weight up, it's like really hard. I do it with only 25. However, it feels very hard, especially at the end. I try as much as possible not to move my hands, only the elbow part, not the hand or not the shoulder. So it really focused on the triceps. I think at least in this set I'm doing a little bit of good movement. There is movement of shoulder, but like yeah, not much. So I think at least in this set it's good. It's doing good. And I try to put my head like as back as possible on the bench, so I can actually go down without like hurting myself or the bar bump in my head or something. Yes, yeah. Yes, I can see it. I was really tired, I felt it. So you can see that the bar is not straight, which means one hand is doing more work than the rest. That's why it's completely inclined. Yeah, this form is not good at all. Yeah, next time either I'm gonna decrease the weight a little bit, or maybe like do the same weight but like really focus on the form. Also, my elbows are flaring out. It should be like looking to the front, not like to the sides. Yeah, I think the easy skull crushers need to really check. Yeah, and now reach failure, I couldn't continue. Yeah, I think the easy bar skull crusher, next time I need to really focus on my form is not as good. Okay, that's the second exercise for the triceps, which is the overhead extension with the cable. So that's again also to push up, which is also against the gravity, which is good. Also, it can give you a very good stretch back, which is I also like. And because it's a machine, I can actually easy to go to failure without really get scared of injury or something. I think I may need to decrease the weight a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'm pushing my hand like with a rope wide, but then when it gets hard, I put my hand really close to each other, which is not bad, but not as good. Like it's better to push to the side. Yeah, I did like only 5 or 6 reps. Yeah, I think next time also in this I will decrease the weight a little bit to do up to, like I usually like to do the range of 8 to 12. I think here I'm not reaching the 8 with good form. I'm talking about the good form one, not like the last 2 3 reps when you're just pushing as much as possible, even if the form is bad. I'm talking about good form, should be from 8 to 12. So I think this weight, yeah, it's clear. This weight is a little bit higher. I'm gonna decrease this weight next week. Okay, and the last one is also for the shoulder. This is the second exercise for the shoulder, and that's mainly the reverse pick or reverse fly. So basically, this is for the rear delt, like the back side of the shoulder. And the first set I couldn't record it because someone also was working on the machine, and usually I'm kind of shy to record in public, and I didn't want to make a scene or anything or someone to feel uncomfortable, so I recorded directly the second set. I usually in the last few reps, as you can see, I like to go even after failure. So even if I can't do the full movement, I still even can do the partial movement. There is a lot of research saying that actually sometimes partial movement is even better than the range of motion. Some people say no, the full range of motion is better. Some say no, it's a mix of them. For me, honestly, I think the mix of them is better. You do the full range of motion if you can, and if you can't, you try to push as much as possible, even if it's like half rep. I think that's the best. I think that's it for this day, and see you next week.